Yeah, so the next couple days we're going to be having our unclaimed property auction that the Treasurer's Office holds annually. Last several years it's been in Columbia. This year, this is my first year as state treasurer. I wanted to move it to a different part of the state. And seeing as I'm from Southwest Missouri, we decided to do it down here and give it a shot in Springfield and see how it goes. But essentially what we're auctioning off, these are the contents of safe deposit boxes that have been turned over to the Treasurer's Office by banks across the state. And we get those deposit boxes, the safe deposit boxes, turned over to us. We get about 1,000 of them every year that are turned over to us that are abandoned, where people have quit paying rent on the boxes. Nobody's come forward to claim the boxes to the bank, and the banks then turn them over to us. We then hold the property for a period of time before we bring it to auction in hopes of being able to return it to somebody that either the rightful owner or their heirs. And if we're not successful in doing that, after a period of time, we auction the contents of those safe deposit boxes off. So what we have here is over 2,500 items from safe deposit boxes that we've brought to Springfield that are on display that people have an opportunity to look at. And then starting tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, we'll begin auctioning off to the public.
We've been coming for 5-6 years or more. As long as I can remember, we've been coming to them. And I like the jewelry. My husband likes the coins. One year he didn't get them, but he found 1932 D quarters, which are rare. And there was a bag of 10 of them. And then I've gotten lots of jade, lots of opals, and 1 or 2 diamonds.
Obviously, the goal is to make as many people aware of the process as possible. So, the thing is that everything we have here it belonged to somebody, and we were hopeful that we would find the person it belonged to. We didn't. We get new stuff in every year. We have to make room for the new stuff by selling the old stuff. But the point is that this stuff all belonged to somebody. What will happen to the money, and I think that's something that is worth noting, is the money that's raised from this auction then will be held for the owners of the property to come forward and claim in lieu of the property that was in the safe deposit box.
Tell me about this ring.
It's a little over 4 carats, and we got it at the auction last year. It was the most they'd ever spent for any one item at the auction last year, or any year.
But the goal here is obviously we want the items to bring what they're worth, and we want as many people who are interested in participating in this process to hear about it and hopefully come out and spend the time to participate tomorrow and Wednesday. We have over $1 billion of unclaimed property that we hold. We get about $100 million in every year. Last year we were able to pay out $45 million to people that had unclaimed property that we were holding, and we paid out to them. So obviously we're still bringing in about twice as much as we're able to pay out on an annual basis. But we do actively work to locate people and pay it out, do the best we can to get that money back to people. There's things that range from very cool to very weird, but we've had there's an original like a mint condition Superman comic over here. We had an original animation from the movie The Little Mermaid. We've seen letters signed by presidents, a land grant that was signed by James Buchanan was an interesting thing we saw. You get family photographs that are interesting sometimes. There's a lot of jewelry. You get a lot of coins. There's lots of gold, silver.
I love jewelry. I love jewelry. And he likes coins, like I said. And we just like to come for whatever we find. If I find something I like, he lets me get it most times. And he sometimes picks up a bargain or two in the coins.
There's baseball cards, which are probably some of the cooler things you'll see is mint condition baseball cards that appear to have been autographed by the players. We get a lot of those. The weirder things, like this year we opened up one with a clown suit in it. So that was an interesting one. It had all the components were there. It had a giant bow tie and a little top hat and a wig, and they opened one up one year that had a change of clothes, a ski mask, and a handgun in it. So you get a wide variety of things. Not all of that is on auction today, or tomorrow and the next day, but there are interesting things, and encourage people to come check it out.
We keep coming back because my husband wants me to have a ruby, but we haven't found one that he likes yet.